We generally internally call it couch surfing. They're sleeping with an aunt and uncle for a few weeks, friends, parents for a little bit. They have a roof over their heads that night and probably tomorrow night, but they're putting a financial burden on that household and they're not going to be able to stay there long term. So what makes identifying homeless students tough is that they don't come forward and they don't look different than anybody else. Homeless students are very good about camouflaging themselves and finding ways to blend in. They don't want to stick out because of their situation. They don't want to be asked the questions. So you may have to ask the same question to a student. Are you okay? Do you have some place to stay tonight? You may have to ask 10, 15, 20 times before you get that, no, I do need help.
But you see their grades drop, you see they're not coming to school, you see they might be a little out of it, they're sleeping at class, they stink, or they haven't showered, or their breath stinks, and it's nothing like that. I mean, I was not like that. Sometimes it can be just a little bit of help, or it could be a lot of help that YOTO is giving you.
You know, one of the biggest pieces for us is understanding that our students are the most important people in the district, and today we had the right people in the room, all sitting here. They all care about kids, and they want to know that they have a resource that they can reach out to really take care of them. And with Youth on Their Own, they have that resource. So all the right people are in the room today to have the right conversations.
My athletic director at Doing Middle School, Miss Lynch, I couldn't afford to play any athletic sports, and so that helped me get food and helped my grandma out pay bills and helped me get the supplies I need for athletics.
The three main aspects of our program are financial assistance, guidance, and basic human needs.
But it's not anything that Youth on Their Own can do by themselves or a school system can do by itself. It's something the community has to do together.
Our biggest challenge is Taco Bell. Our students have to work. They have to have money to provide for food, clothing, their rent, their everything. Sometimes they're taking care of other family members. Then their boss comes and says, hey, can you work on the weekends? Great, another shift. Now they're making $250, $300 every couple weeks. Then their boss says, hey, can you come in and work Tuesday? Well, I gotta go to school. Well, if you don't, I'm gonna give it to somebody else.
I have a lot of friends that work at fast food restaurants, and they have to work till midnight and go to school the next day. Here they help you, they work with your schedule. If I tell them, hey, I have to stay after school to get a paper done. Okay, go stay at school, you get the paper done, and we'll see you tomorrow. And you need to pay for your girl products, you need to pay for, hey, maybe you just wanna go to the movies with your friends.
Grades, basically, because you have to maintain a C or above to earn your money in every class, but it gives you that feeling, why stop at a C? And then when you get to the B, why stop at a B?
Students can log into our online system and say, I need food. They can get up to 10 pounds a week of food. It's hard to focus if you miss lunch.
If you see a student who is on his or her own, who is homeless, who doesn't have that familial support, please contact Youth on Their Own. They have resources and support for these young people, and you can change a life.
We have a student at Tucson High that's a 4-year YOTO student. She's about a 3.8 GPA through her first 3 years. Starting in November of her fall senior year, we noticed her GPA dropped below a 2.0. We had a conversation with her after identifying her as high risk, found out that her father was going to prison, her mother had OD'd, and she didn't have a place to go. Through our intervention, we were able to keep her in school. She's since graduated and on track to go to U of A to study medicine.
And I'm not gonna let anybody stop me. And even though there's a lot of ups and downs in life, I know I'll get through it. I'm gonna be a senior.
You know, in my family, we have 2 people that graduated from college, and I want to go to U of A.
People should ask more.